Sean Meyers joined by the first-year head coach of Latrobe girls basketball team, the Wildcats postseason bound in 5A. It's Mackenzie Livingston. And first off, congratulations. I know in your first year, it's quite an accomplishment to get into the postseason in 5A. And you guided Greater Latrobe there. It came down to the wire, certainly, for your team. Your final section game is when you clinched it with the victory against Penn Trafford. What was that entire game like, and in that moment when the game ended and you knew that you were postseason bound?
I mean, from start to finish, the intensity was just crazy. We had a packed gym. Our youth programs were there. We knew how important the game was. I think from the jump until the very end, the girls were sharp with the ball defensively as well. They really picked it up. Each individual girl did their jobs to get the job done. So from start to finish, I mean, I was super proud of the girls. I think the atmosphere was great from Latrobe community. And then in about 2 minutes left, I knew we had it. So from there on out, I was just trying to take in the moment, absorb it, and just enjoy it. So super, super proud.
Well, and you continued the celebration afterwards because I guess you made a little bet with your team that you would jump in the pool that's right by the basketball court. So you did that, and it looked like the whole team did that as well. What went into that, and how fun was that?
Yeah, the day before, I just thought of something. Kids are motivated by things. So I said, we got the pool right next door. I was like, you guys win, I'll jump in with my my dress clothes on. So they take things to heart. So I think that helps kind of motivate them a little bit. So after the game, we went right over and they jumped in with their uniforms, and I made sure to take my orange heels off, but I did jump in. I did jump in fully in my dress clothes. Then we just soaked up the moment together, and what a great team memory, going into the playoffs for them.
Quite literally soaked up the moment.
Yeah.
I know that it's kind of an adage that coaches say at the end of the regular season, we're already in playoff mode. But it certainly did have to apply to your team because it was a win and you're in scenario there. Do you feel as though the last week or even the last couple of weeks has already got the right mindset for this squad now that they are in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the last 2 weeks, I told them, it's day by day, game by game mentality. And every game we took going in as a playoff game. Because that's pretty much what it came down to, especially that last game. We knew it's one or done. So that kind of helped, I think, prep us for Armstrong on Tuesday. We've already been the past 2 weeks kind of prepping for playoffs, whether it was playoffs or not, it was for us. So, yeah, I think we're ready.
I know when you inherited this team, you had a few returning players who had a lot of experience, and obviously the headliner was Ellie Snyder.
Yes.
She's been pretty special since her freshman season, but at least in my observation, she's really taken her game to a higher level this year, not just scoring, which she's done for quite a while now, but she's been a real force inside with the rebounding as well, setting a record for double-doubles for Greater Latrobe girls. What does she mean to this program, and how important is her success for the team's success?
Yeah, I mean, Ellie, I tell everybody, I feel like I'm saying the same things, but she can't bring more than she possibly does. I mean, the kid day in and day out literally gives her body and soul to this team. She's in here constantly working. Even during practices, she'll pull in a double amount every single day in practice. Constantly in there battling around for the rebounds. So just her presence and everything she brings, her leadership skills, it's just phenomenal. And me being a first-year coach in this section in this league has just her helping me adapt has just been incredible. So I can't, say enough about the kid. And she's ready to go for these playoff moments. So super excited and can't wait to see what she brings on Tuesday.
I think it's no secret that she's had such a great season that the opposition probably has her as the number one player to take away. So that means others have to step up. And, Carly's been around, and Belle. Who are the other players you lean upon, and maybe who has kind of emerged as this season has gone along for you as well?
So yeah, Carly and Belle, like you said, are going to be keys in that game. And then Maggie Meyers, our freshman, who went off and had a double-double on against PT the other night. She's going to be huge going forward for this program, especially on Tuesday there. I knew she was going to be a weapon ever since I met her in the summer. It was just, when was she ready to take that next leap? And as we saw against PT, she's ready. So, hopefully keeping her going. And then Addison Toy has really stepped up defensively for us. So her going in there. And then Bradley Bodner, she's a junior. Her going in there, she scored 4 quick points for us against PT. She always does the scrappy things that, other teams may not see, but she does the little things for us. So she's going to be somebody as well to help us out against Armstrong.
So a 3-way tie for third place in your section, Oakland Catholic, then McKeesport, and then it's your team, Penn Trafford, and Thomas Jefferson. So I was going to be curious to see how the seeding played out. Yeah. You get the 12 seed, Penn Trafford gets 13, and then Thomas Jefferson has to play that prelim game as the 16 seed. What was your expectations of the bracket, and how did it turn out in terms of what you maybe had expected?
I mean, to be honest, I thought we would be behind PT. I wasn't sure, what they went off of, just because it's my first year with this whole WPIAL situation. But I'm very pleased with where we're seated. I'm very grateful for it. I think we can make a run where we're at. So I'm very grateful, like I said. And I think, we battle well against Armstrong here, so can't complain.
When you look at the Riverhawks, obviously they're the number 5 seed because they've had a very good season. What are some of their strengths and what challenges do they present?
Yeah, so they got a really good post in number 12. They got some height as well. They got some forwards that can battle underneath in the rebounding area. And then they got a quick number 5 guard. She's very quick. She can get to the rim. She can shoot the ball. So I see why they won their section for sure. They're a tough team. So we got to rebound the ball against them. We got to battle inside. And then Belle Blossy, the same thing she did against PT, is shut down their best player. So I'm looking for that as well in her. So we'll be ready for them.
I know, obviously, some of the players for your team have been in the WPIAL playoffs before. It's the first time for you, obviously, as a first-year head coach. So I guess, how do you balance anticipation, nerves, excitement, all of that heading into that matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I went in the playoffs when I played, and then I've coached at River Valley in really big situations. We won District 6 multiple times as I was a coach there. We've played WPIAL teams. We beat WPIAL teams. So, I mean, of course, being a head coach is going to be a little bit different. But I'm ready for it. And I know my players will be ready for it. So I'll lean on some of my seniors. But overall, I think we're ready for it, and I'm ready for it as well. So ready to battle.
Well, congrats on getting to the playoffs, and good luck going forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it.